Generally, I've had experience of writing, but also working with students, postgraduate students, putting together undergraduate students, putting together applications to do various bits of field work. As an ethnomusicologist, all of my research and all of my students' research involves working with human participants. So therefore, it all involves applying for ethics applications.
I am from the Caribbean, so I understand the context and I understand the ways in which our culture generates research. And with that, I am able to steer students in particular directions and say to them, you know, there are things that you must consider. You can't take things for granted. You know, take things for granted like, oh, they are my students, they are my colleagues, so it's okay to not have informed consent, or to say that you won't be identified. I'd give you a different name, but someone can read that piece of research and know whom you're referring to or which school you're referring to in your research. So we have had instances where we have tried to get students to pay attention to those particular details, but in the write-up process, they've changed the names of the schools, they've changed the names of the participants, but then because I'm from that particular place, I know where that school is located. So they try their best as students to disguise, you know, different characteristics which are identifiable, but somewhere along the line in their write-up, they usually would miss that.
I remember when I did my PhD, in Ireland, and I had to interview quite a lot of what we today might call dangerous people who were part of the IRA, for example, and I didn't have to hand in any sort of ethics application, any sort of ethics approval. So I just kind of went in pubs in Belfast to interview these people. Nobody knew about where I was, and it worked okay in that case, in the sense that, you know, I did my PhD and I wrote it, but thinking back on it, it really makes me think about how could I do it without all that support that an ethics application gives you, and makes you think about all these kind of things. So that's why I'm saying it's very difficult to kind of look back and think, oh, I've done that, but I should have been a bit more careful about, you know, who I'm talking to, where I'm going, if I'm alone, if I'm in danger in any way. So I think that really makes me think about the importance of ethics and integrity, and how we can help researchers today to make sure that something like that doesn't happen.